If you're in a casino, yes. But we are luckily not in a casino. Does it make you more likely to win the next? Well, if you analyze it in individual instances, yes. But when you're talking about group statistics, the likelihood that you will get a set of 11 failed attempts is dramatically less likely than 10 failed attempts plus 1 success. So, chat. Happy New Year, first of all. Thanks for sticking with me for another one of these. It's surprising how much you can tolerate. As I mentioned, we're gonna do, this game's gonna crash at some point with this. We're gonna do a little mini update. It's not huge. I know I like talked it up a little bit, but there's not that much to talk about. The big main thing, regarding this year and the difference that will encompass it is that there's a good chance my financial situation is going to be changing. Not to anything particularly dire. Like, I'm not going to go homeless tomorrow. I'm saving that for next year. But basically, I do need to take it a little more seriously. So, in regards to that, I've been thinking about it. And while right now, I don't really have a huge problem with how things are, it's kind of, I don't know, it's awkward to just have it be like, occasionally people feel like just giving money, right? Like, it's just like, oh, it's a Tuesday, Hex Live, I guess I'll give some subs, right? Yeah. Like, sure, you can do that, and feel free to continue doing that, I don't mind. But the main takeaway is that I'm going to start trying to regularly, somewhat, introduce, like, little events that are prepared and scheduled that are oriented around giving me money. Not so much for selling out as much as it is, I just think it's better if I create an environment where it's like, okay, here's a space of time where you can do this thing that you theoretically would otherwise do, and there's some incentive to actually participate in the stream with that kind of thing. We've done that before with memecraft, where I was doing a Minecraft playthrough and people could mess with stuff. I spent like 10 hours setting it up and making it all interesting and balanced and fun, because I still want the things to be like engaging. I don't want it to just be like, give me money so that I die. That feels like selling out. I want it to be kind of, at least for most of them, a thing where you actually are participating in something with a little bit of depth. And in regard to that, I don't know when, we're not scheduling it yet. We need to do a lot of prep work first. But the first such event that I'm gonna be doing for 2022 is blind memecraft. If you are not familiar with memecraft, like I said before, it's a thing that I set up a while ago, where I have a bunch of instances of events and things that can be triggered by like donating or cheering or gifting subs and junk like that. And people generally had a lot of fun with it. But here's the thing. I knew all of the effects, right? Like, I didn't practice all of them beforehand to prep strategies, but I did know what could happen. So I had a little bit of an advantage. Blind memecraft is something where I will know none of it. The idea is that we're probably gonna set up like a Discord channel in the server, maybe for supporters only, maybe for everybody. And you guys are gonna work with primarily uptake and then probably a few other mods to put one together yourselves, whatever effects you want, to create like a new memecraft where instead of it just being me making a bunch of effects, it's a bunch of effects I have no idea about. So that's gonna be the first event that we do, and I think it will be fun. We're gonna try and I'm gonna hopefully start setting things up in January. But yeah, just generally expect stuff like that in some frequency. So if you're one of the people who is very financially supportive of the stream, that's something that you can like plan around now if you want to. Do speedrunner versus hunters too? I could do something like that, yeah. In general, I just want to start making it a thing where it's like, because I have to start taking it more seriously, basically, because effectively, there's a chance next year, well, okay, there's a guarantee that sometime next year, my finances are going to become a little tighter. My living situation is going to be changing. Either I'm going to be owning the current place that I live in, or I'm going to be moving to a different place, and in either outcome, it's going to cost more. And so, as a result, I need to kind of try and push the needle a little bit. But I hope you understand that it's not just because I'm like, oh God, I love money. This streaming gig can really cash out big time. It's just, you know, if I don't make it profitable to an extent, then I won't be able to do it full time into the future with how things might change. So, that's the big main thing that I wanted to get ahead of before 2022, so that people aren't like, why is Heck just begging for money all of a sudden? He doesn't do that. At least not very often. So that's a big plan. Hopefully it'll all go smoothly. As well as that, absolutely no promises whatsoever. But once winter is over and my like brain kicks back into a more high gear, I am gonna look into doing like main channel YouTube stuff again. If I do, it will be very slow. It's not going to be a fast process like before. Maybe we'll do some fast stuff, but I'm going to personally be working on some more long form stuff. So, you know, the second channel is going to continue to just be like, you know, the usual, here's a PB, here's a goofy highlight or something. But I want to get back to the main channel and start evolving it to be more reflective of current Hectique rather than Hectique from 2 years ago. And for the very few of you who have been ridiculously patient, I also am going to start up some more Patreon stuff. There's not going to be a ton, heads up, not at all. One thing that I'm pretty set on doing in regards to the Patreon, for those who are interested or already are patrons, is that I'm gonna, people sometimes ask me about doing like a podcast. No. But I do like the idea of like taking patron suggested topics and then talking about them for a while and then throwing them on the second channel unlisted, and then if you're a patron, you can just throw that on in the background to listen to if you want to. That's kind of interesting. Somebody I know did that for a bit when they were streaming full time, and I think it's a cute idea. And I'll look into some other things as well for Patreon. I just need to do a much better job this time around, because previous times I kind of put too much on my plate, and so Patreon became a huge hassle. I also do want to bring back Patron Game Day, but in a similar vein, I want to do it in a way that's more easily sustainable for me. So that might be coming back too, but like I said, that one's gonna take a little bit to develop because Patreon is, it ain't easy to make Patreon a very engaging experience for people, because it's gotta be separate from just me streaming or me putting up videos, if I ever did. Patreon Drainabot co-op, hell yeah. I mean, Spelunky 2 would make patron game days so easy. It would be so freaking easy. We just cycle people in lobbies and stuff like that. But then I think people would show up and be like, what the hell? Where's your viewer queue, dick? And I'd be like, yeah. So that's like, those are the big things as far as next year goes. This year, in a lot of ways, was kind of me turning down the dial on basically everything, and then focusing on my personal stuff, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. Start of the year was still on the depressive rebound, was very much still sorting through all that stuff. End of the year, I've got a medication that has drastically improved my experience in regards to depression. I've also found out that I'm ADHD, which is probably why things like Patreon were a total flop in the first place, and have medication for that, which is still a little in the works. And I made a lot of progress off the stream in personal life that has been very good. So now, with the new year coming around, I think it's a good excuse to finally get back into starting to turn the dial back up on stuff. But it's still gonna be slow. I'm not gonna, we're not gonna hit January and just immediately have a bunch of stuff going on. I'm gonna just try to introduce it over time as I find appropriate and sustainable. But things like blind memecraft are something I really wanna do more often. Cause, you know, the thing about blind memecraft that's really convenient is that I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do a single thing for blind memecraft, and I'm gonna be honest, it's better. It's literally gonna be more fun, and I don't have to put in any work on my end because Uptake is extremely kind and is willing to do a lot of the back-end stuff for me, so thank you, Uptake. You are legendary and extremely appreciated around here, even if you're shackled permanently. So everyone thank Uptake for being the best of all time. I start asking for a salary. All right, well then I'm gonna need even more money, so. We'll figure that out. So yeah, I wanna get more community involved things running. Oh, and the community server. We've had a community server this year that we've started up, and it's a little small and cozy, and I don't think that's a problem. And we have some hitches here and there, but I want to keep that going. And I want to make it a little bit more integrated into stuff so that A, people know it exists, and B, you know, more people can participate in it. Because, you know, I think it's a nice thing to have, just so that, because one thing that's like really important as a streamer that is often neglected for its difficulty is it's one thing to get a community of people to watch you, it's another thing to get them to know each other. And a lot of you do know each other, and that's rad, and I'm glad, and I would like more of you to know each other, because that's just generally a good thing. Even disregarding like the meta of it making the stream more successful, it's nice to have people to do stuff with, right? So I also want to kind of implement that a little bit more. Can you tell that I didn't like write a script for this or anything? I just kind of started talking. It's a little all over the place. But yeah, beyond that, I don't think there's much that I can specifically pinpoint. Besides just generally, I'm gonna try and pick up pieces from things that I've been neglecting this year, for my own sake. You know, I do feel a little bad, but I also don't feel that bad because it's like, okay, what am I gonna do, right? I am not superhuman. I can use the teleporter and go very fast. There's no teleporter in real life yet. When there is, I will be rolling in it. But yeah, that's kind of it, I think. There's not much more that's super important to discuss right now. Of course, as things evolve in the Discord server, I will announce all of them. So if you aren't in the Discord and you want to keep up with the changes that come on over 2022, join the Discord. We have things set up so that you can mute or enable exactly as many pings as you'd like You can suppress at everyone if you'd like and just check it now and again. You could set up a bunch of roles to ping yourself for a bunch of different things. It's up to you. We've tried to make it as not invasive as possible. And by we, I mean I. Because that was back when I did everything, and that was a bad time. Thank God! Oh my God, worst idea of all time, trying to run a Discord server where everything is filtered through you alone. Stupidest idea. If any of you are doing that, because I know some of you are streamers, stop. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Have people that you trust do a lot of the work, not because you want to push it off to them, but because it is literally worse if you restrict everything to yourself, because then when bad things happen, everything is filtered by your schedule, and that's yucky. Luckily, bad things don't happen too often in the Discord server anymore. We finally got to a point where that's not an issue, but yeah. So anyway, I guess the last thing I'm gonna say is, in regards to the whole financial stuff and kicking things into high gear again, I think there's always the concern that, like, I don't want to phrase it as, what you call it? I don't want to phrase it as like, oh, if heck gets big, that would suck, right? Because, frankly, I don't want to be like a 1K viewer streamer or anything like that. I do still want to maintain kind of the same vibe. If I can, that's great. If I can't, you know, there's only so much that I can do. But it's not my goal to just skyrocket into, you know, right now I'm what, 3,300, I think? I'm not going for top 500 Twitch revenue. I just want to make things a bit more consistent, sustainable, stuff like that, so that I am confident that I can actually keep up with the changes that are coming this year. 1.4 mil, pretty good. My channel has been uploadless for about 2 years, and I've almost hit 100K now, because people just keep subscribing, and I don't upload anything. It's kind of funny. But yeah, the intent is not like to go big time and, you know, completely ignore chat and everything like that. I already ignore most of you anyway. No, that's not true. I do read everything. I think a lot of new people don't think that I read chat much. I do read a lot. I just don't like responding to everything because, frankly, I can tell if you're seeking attention and you immediately get in a mental list for me. And then I don't reply to everything you say. So yeah, just a little brief mention in case that's something people are worried about. It's not the goal for me to make this a huge, big-time stream. I'm not trying to become the next Pooh Bear or something. Just want to make it a bit more stable for me. If you have questions, this is now a Q&A. If you want to ask any relevant questions to what I just talked about, feel free. I doubt there's much to ask, but if you have anything in particular, you can hit me with it. The ambassador! Can you get the ambassador badge at my level? I would never get it. I'm so uninvolved in the Twitch community at large. I had one little occasion where I got involved in a community of streamers and then it immediately fell apart because of drama that I was not at all involved or interested in. So that's sad, but you know. Am I on the list of attention seeker guys in your mind? I guess there's only one way to find out. When do you think you'll get the user suggestions for memecraft ready to be submitted? What we're gonna do is we're gonna have a Discord channel. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna mute it. I'm not gonna look at it. And then you guys can just talk in that channel, come up with ideas, set it up. In fact, you guys can structure it however you want too. I don't have to set up the structure. You guys can do whatever you think is best. Obviously, I'm happy to help, but if you have any ideas on how you want to go about it, you can all discuss that. But that'll probably happen. I would like to have that sometime early to mid-January, just to start it. I don't know how long it's gonna take for that to be finished or anything like that, but I think I want to get it started pretty early. Any update on the kitty situation? Cat is higher priority right now. I would not expect Cat until at earliest March. Yeah. But, you know, no promises. I'm not an idiot anymore. I know that, not gonna work out too much. Where did the dog mascot of your stream come from? If someone gifts a sub, it's literally just that animation. Someone sent that to me a while ago, and, I bookmarked it because I thought it was cute. And then a long time later, I decided that, why not? Just make the leap to making it be the mascot. Playing any more games on stream this year? Yes. I do want to start playing some more games. I still want Spelunky to be my main game. I don't want to go full variety. So there will still be an abundance of Spelunky 2 probably, but I do want to intersperse other stuff as well. My favorite enemy is probably Lobster Man, Bangsha. People asking so much in the past, but do you think some Terraria streams could happen again? Could maybe help with financial stuff since it would get people hyped. So in regards to that, Lava, I have no intent to stream it. If circumstances got a little spicy, I wouldn't be against making Terraria videos. The thing about Terraria is that there is no money on Terraria for Twitch. Oh, right, we have a new sub animation. I'm a moron. Bits. As long as you don't do 100,000 bits, the bits alert will show the dog. Yeah, sorry. There is no money for Terraria on Twitch because Terraria, like, just to be really brutally honest, Terraria is just a bunch of kids. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm baiting you. Which alerts have the dog? I'm so sorry. How do we? Host me. Someone host me. Wait, no, I don't have host alerts. Someone raid me. That'll do it. Cobra Rate, thank you for this year one for 15 months. Can you dogs? Oh my god. You can have them. You can take them. Thank you very much. Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the 5,000, Nikki, and thank you for the 3 gift subs. Awesome. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bait you. I legit just thought that I had. I'm a moron. Yeah, so Terraria are children. Children can't pay you on Twitch because you have to have a credit card or a debit card or something. They have to nag their parents to pay streamers, right? However, kids can watch thousands of ads. They can watch thousands upon thousands of ads. So Minecraft is also children. Minecraft doesn't make that great of money on Twitch compared to YouTube. Like, Dream probably makes like several $100,000 on Twitch, and then he makes millions on YouTube. Millions. Thank you for 10 diamonds. Nick Spider, thank you for giving the tier 1 sub. So yeah, in regards to doing Terraria, probably not. I really would rather not. Just because it's kind of already a brand issue, frankly. But if I did do it, it would not be a stream. It would just be recorded content offline or something of that variety. Let me scroll back up to see if there's any other questions. With an arena tournament, yeah, of course. Are we gonna finish below 0? I'm gonna be honest. The reason I didn't go back to below 0 was because I didn't really like it. I might give it a second try at some point, but below 0, I don't know, man. It just felt like Subnautica again. Which I thought I would like more, but I was doing it and it was just like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm playing the same game. So, that's not a straight up no, but it's, there's a reason I didn't go back to it. And it's because it didn't really grab me. Merch drop this year, maybe. I'd like to do more merch stuff. I would like to do it better because Streamlabs is already like in a huge trouble and their merch is fine but not ideal, so I need to how I want to do it going forward. But I do like making the merch. The mugs are hilarious. Yeah, that's the thing. Do you ever feel burnt out, unlucky, and any tips for keeping it fresh? Yes, I feel burnt out, unlucky sometimes. Usually, I feel burnt out when I do too much main, and then I start doing misc stuff. And then when I get burnt out on misc stuff, I do pacifist challenges. And then when I get burnt out on pacifist challenges, I take a bit of a break and I just do random weird stuff. That's what happened with the seated any percent stuff, because I was getting kind of tired of other things. Blind Minecraft is completely separate from Minecraft server. But I think the secret to avoiding burnout is just to keep your repertoire big in this game. I think a lot of people just do main. Like, okay. You could do that, but like learn bubble skip, like 500 categories that you can do now. Do chain low challenges, like 500 categories you can do now. So thank you for getting 5 tier 1 subs. To my concerns, can you dogs? You can have them, you can take them. Thank you very much. Very cool. Yeah, okay, I've said it before. If I ever get a plushie of Roar, I've won. I've succeeded at streaming. I've tried horror. I'm so bad at horror games. I just don't get scared. I usually just get annoyed or find it funny. Is face cam ever coming back? I don't really want to do face cam. If there's like a special occasion, maybe, but people are weird, man. I don't know. It's not something I'm huge on. Until 3.0 drops? Yeah. I only really want to go for low percent and no TPNE. Yeah, I'm sure Below Zero is a good game. It's just I wanted a little bit more out of it than I think I got. I haven't tried Inscription, no. I am the cure. Do not be afraid. I am the cure. You're sick. I'm the cure. Give it to you right now. You will be like many other people who did that, and will realize that doesn't get me to play it. Oh, I just had a thought and it's disappearing. On the topic of emotes, one thing that I've mentioned in the past that I might look into this year is that I may have the emotes redesigned. I might just look into another artist to try out making the emote set. It would still probably be all the same emotes, maybe some new ones. Just stylized. Is Hectic Click coming to Discord? If they freaking add bit support, yes. But I don't want to just add it as a global emote. Oh, Hectic Roar stays, yeah. Gifting you Rain World? I don't know. I don't think I have it. I'd probably just buy Rain World myself. I find it very interesting. Any reason why you would switch artists? I wouldn't think of it as switching artists. I would think of it more like I would like to sort of introduce new artists to the situation. Because I don't want to just never use Flowers emotes. I just like the idea of having them look different from time to time. And then have the same vibe. I just think it's fun. I know some people would probably hate it, but we'll see. Oh yeah, Hectic Bad stays too. Absolutely. I like the idea of seasonal emotes, but wow, the way they did it, I'm not a huge fan of. We had Halloween emotes one year. But having seasonal emotes, oof, that's a lot of money. Emotes are not cheap, at least if you want them, like, done well. Would you make browless versions of the new emotes? Well, that's the thing, right? I'm not sure about, like, some of the recent people who have drawn Roar, because I know some Lunky people have been introduced to Roar and have drawn it themselves. From what I understand, most people draw Roar normally, and then right at the last second, add the eyebrows. So it's so easy to like request people to just have an extra layer, and then they can just turn the eyebrows off. Yeah, I'll pick up the scrap pile. That's what Flowers does. It's very funny. Just the, cause just the way that the emotes look without the like here. So, what's a good example? Okay, this is, I think sad is probably one of the best examples. So like, you know, this is Roar, right? One of the things that is really fun about Roar is like a mascot and a character design is that like there's such an energy that is presented by the eyebrows, but like those aren't real. The eyebrows are taped on. Like canonically, they are taped on. And so what Roar actually looks like is this. And it's so much sadder. But because the eyebrows are there, it just kind of hides like a lot of the actual emotion. Same thing for some other stuff. I'm trying to find others. Like Hectic Sip looks very sassy because of the eyebrows. And then you get regular Sip and it's just like, hi. Hi. Hey. What's up? And this is, I find it very funny. So yeah, we still get browless versions because browless versions are fun. Hectic Matt without eyebrows is oof. So yeah, I think that's about it, unless you guys have any other relevant questions. Or irrelevant questions, I guess, but I'm not against that necessarily. Look at the scrap pile. Just give it a sec. Maybe on the arena tournament? Anything is like a maybe. I'm happy to try out stuff. What was the verdict on animated emotes? Oh, someday. I don't want bad animated emotes. I want good animated emotes, and that is very expensive. I don't just want to make a Hectic Pog, but it's shaking a lot. I'm so tired of that on this website. But at some point, we'll have animated emotes. But kind of cat, are you looking to buy adopt? I don't care about the like variety. I just want to. The only thing I care is short-haired and somewhat docile. Yeah, yours is pretty good, Fink. But I could not, in fact, get your guy to do it because, well, I could, but I need to maintain the stylization of Roar for now. I want a cohesive set. I don't want it to be varied. Community point, pool reward to swap the eyebrow version and no brow version. I have to figure out what I want to potentially do about channel points.
Congratulations on the child. I want a divorce.
Bernie's even the private for 9 months. Oh, you can have them. You can take them. I can't give you a divorce, but I can give you a gold badge. How's that? Does that work for you? Take it? Sweet. we have 2 scorpions now. All right, let's check the scrap pile. What do we got? What do we got? What are we working with? This might not even be the only scrap pile. There might be more. Okay. It is a ring. Not bad. Any other scrap piles? Ugh. Hey. That's not a scrap pile. Was that really it? No other scrap piles? Lava, okay. No, why not? No other scrap piles, this is so sad. That's so sad. Guys, I don't think I got it. I think I didn't get it.